Hello to all my queers and dears who may or may not be here. Welcome back to the stream where we play non-violent games, games that reward the player for intellectual and or emotional engagement, rather than for participating in combat or any other form of violent gameplay loops. Hello, Jerry! Welcome! How am I doing? I've had a couple semi-rough days, but also a lot of good things have happened, so I'm landing somewhere squarely in the middle of those. For the moment. How are you?
Apparently the police in this country aren't so easily fooled. I had no idea word of tonight's deal had leaked.
Papa, hell! I'm gonna be killed! I hate you, Mama! Not too bad? Nice, good to hear. I hate you.
Luckily I managed to arrange it so that the Justice Minister could hear her voice. But what's taking the goods so long to arrive? I'm starting to get concerned.
Oops, whoops. Wrong one. Uh-oh. This woman doesn't show any signs of moving from that spot. I can't use the telephone line either. Looks like I fell into a trap. All women are like traps. Some are sweet traps, others are bitter. Don't you understand that? Okay, anyway, I think I better rethink things here. Okay. Okay. Emma! Oh, excuse me.
Forgive me for calling so.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
We have your daughter.
Who is this? Emily's tutor?
Would a tutor call you at this hour?
No.
I'll say it one more time. We have your daughter.
What? My daughter? Is she alright? Tell me she's alright.
Hear for yourself.
Papa, help! I'm gonna be killed! What do you want? What are your demands?
I believe we already made our demand known the other day.
Oh, so it was you.
And have you complied? Has the execution been carried out?
I didn't do it because of your demand. I did it because that's my job.
Yes, of course.
They should be contacting me any minute now with the confirmation. There's no need for this kidnapping.
We're very thorough. You'd do well to remember that.
Oh, Jerry. I don't even know how to respond to that.
We're very thorough. You'd do well to remember that. And of course it goes without saying, we're watching you. If this information leaves that room...
It was bad and I regret nothing. Hey, you know what? I respect that at least. Even if I don't respect the initial joke.
If this information leaves that room, you'll never see your daughter again. I trust you understand that.
Don't tell the police, is that it?
Exactly. All you have to do is your job.
Alright, I'll do as you say. I'll make sure the execution is carried out tonight. You have my word. Stay here.
This is terrible. Kidnapping, eh? Once again, I'm not sure I know what the word means. It's apparently the cause of the minister's attack. Such a useless man. Huh? A useless man caught up in a useless case. Why doesn't he understand that? Anyway, we only have 4 minutes here. I better do something about that medicine. I have to call my wife. I have to see if it's true. Maybe they called the wrong person. This minister doesn't accept the truth easily. He's morally bankrupt. Okay, now you're taking it too far. His wife won't answer. Wife who doesn't answer her phone. I think I know who that is. Morally bankrupt man deserves a morally bankrupt wife. Why doesn't that man understand that? Oh, I'm sorry I haven't brought this man along. So this medicine stops the minister's attacks, huh? I could explode him on his desk right now, but unfortunately I can't even open the cap. What a shabby excuse for a man, huh? He wears his important-looking uniform and sits working at his stately desk. But what does he have inside? Nothing. A miserable, shabby excuse for a man. I think you've already said quite enough. It's no use, the line isn't working. Apparently it only works if the other party answers. That's interesting. Didn't realize that. Why doesn't she answer? Goodness, I have no idea what to do here. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, here it comes. His worry and anxiety have reached their peak. Such a disgraceful man. Huh? If one lives his life in fits, he's bound to be plagued by fits. It's so simple. Why doesn't he understand? There wasn't a chance to rescue him before now. It's not over yet, though. I can't give up now. Medicine. If I can get this right, maybe I can... just have to get this medicine to the minister. Capcom has a thing? Short shot, huh? Happiness escapes us just as we are about to put in. What do you mean Capcom has a thing, though? Have to grab it while we can. Not only happiness, but dreams, love, and hope, too. Clearly someone here is opening an idea. Maybe there isn't enough time to do anything in this state. I think I'd better rethink this from the beginning. If he could just get some of that water, he might feel a little better. Just say something instructive? Oh, okay. Got it. So I made a mistake going to the medicine bottle. There's something about their art style and busy music that makes a Capcom game. Maybe. I haven't thought about that. Say the minister I have to get him his medicine. As things are, there just isn't enough time. Such unparalleled cowardice this man has. Before I get the medicine to him, I think I have to buy some time first. So I better... Okay. Let's focus on the water for now. Drink some of this water. Too bad he knocks his pitcher to the floor at the end of this one. It's such a stupid man. Huh? Once water is spilled, there's no getting it back. And knowing this full well, why do people still spill water pitchers? I don't know, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it? Ah. Oh, okay. There, that should help. At least now he's had some water. Still breathing, apparently. But he looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Such a wishy-washy man. Huh? He can't make up his mind whether to live or die. That's how he lives his life. Okay. At least now I bought him some time to get this medicine to him. Well, that's great if I can do anything with it. The minister's fate has changed, but the situation still seems the same. I can't move anywhere now. Did I miss something? I think I saw a path just for a second while the minister was drinking the water. Maybe I should start over from the beginning. Huh. Okay. We can try that. Okay, so it has to be from the beginning so that we can find the thing, the place where he has the, where he's drinking the water. Okay. Okay, there we go. Great. Now we have a chance. There, that should help. At least I just had some water. Still breathing, apparently. Looks far from recovered, unfortunately. Okay, time for the next step. Now about this medicine bottle. If the minister is going to make a full recovery, I have to deliver this thing to him. How is a ghost with no hands or feet supposed to do that? I guess I'll just have to use my head instead. really loud. That iron is a lot heavier than it looks. That has some pretty thick iron. Wouldn't want to drop that on my foot, but I don't have feet, so I guess I don't have to worry. Pretty light frame for its size. Sure, a lot of things that can fall down in this room. He's a fallen man, huh? He deserves to have everything come tumbling down on his head. I don't know about fallen man, but you talk about him like he's your fall guy. Because the key here is what order the objects are dropped in. Only the medicine bottles can that swing. It would go flying, but to the wrong side of the room. I think I'm starting to follow a plan here. Okay, so if we can get this on the other side. Heavy, it's got a good swing to it. It's sharp enough to cut the medicine bottle in two, though. It's not long enough, is it? It's a reckless man, huh? Only cowards like to keep weapons around. But a truly dangerous thing to have around. In any case, if I can use this sword. Now that I know what I'm trying to get done, that's not there to do. Okay. So I need to turn the globe around before I spin it.
not big enough. Okay, so I do have to... Hey, Len! We are trying to get the Justice Minister his heart attack medicine. How many mysteries? Well, we saved a lot of lives, but we haven't solved any mysteries, really. Oh, shoot. Oh, I didn't know I could just roll that. Okay. I think... I know what to do now. Okay. Let's try again. shit. Oh, wait! I still have a chance. Yes! My medicine! Yeah! Ooh, that's a lot of it. That's a lot. That's a lot. There, the minister finally took his medicine. I think maybe he even took too much medicine. Such a greedy man, huh? He's supposed to take 2 capsules with water. Why doesn't he know that? Oh, I cut the guy some slack. There, see? Oh, and he just starts singing. Okay, sure. Whew, that was a lot of work. Well, hopefully this taught him a lesson. Huh? He greatly underestimated his dependence on his medicine. I hope he learned something from this experience. First, know yourself. That is the key to everything. I think you need to listen to your own advice. Anyway, let's go back to the world of the present. And so the Justice Minister is now back to life, with the furrows on his brow are even deeper now. Apparently, our lady detective is the present cause of those furrows. Look, detective, he was sentenced after a fair trial, and the man himself wants to be executed. But there was no evidence. All they had was his own confession. But it was no ordinary confession. It was the confession of an esteemed detective. Stay back! I told you I don't want anyone coming near me. Mr. Minister, please listen to me. I might be able to gather new evidence in that case tonight. What? So please, just give me a little more time. I just got a call from the prison. Your death row convict apparently just escaped. Unfortunately, after all this time, it seems he now wants to dodge his punishment. But when he's apprehended, his sentence will be carried out. Tonight. But when the sentence was handed down, you were against enforcing the death penalty. So why did you sign the order all of a sudden? Well, I was simply performing my duty as Justice Minister. That's all there is to it. Lynn looks like she's about to rip into the Justice Minister. I think she's forgotten all about me. I'll send her a little signal. Sissel! There you are! Sounds like the minister is being very stubborn. That's right, he is! Maybe we shouldn't have saved him after all. The minister has to have the execution carried out tonight, and he has a very good reason for it. A good reason? I told Lynn what I had learned about the kidnapping. Kidnapping? They kidnapped the Justice Minister's daughter? Apparently. Oh my goodness! But no, they didn't. But still! That's still no reason to hurry forward with the execution. Why don't you go ahead and say that to the Justice Minister, then? Poor man, I hate to do that to him. Oh, by the way, do you think you could carry me? Oh, right, sure. Not very handy, is it, having no legs? What are you going to do with that globe? Crack me in the head with it? Oh, this... pay no attention to this. It's kind of hard not to pay attention to. By the way, and please pardon me if this is a silly question, were you talking to somebody just now?
Of course not, right? I mean, there's no such thing as ghosts, right? Are you talking about me? Ah! No, there's no such thing. This is a dream. It's nothing but a dream. Don't you remember me? My dream is talking to me! It's not a dream, huh? Mr. Minister, we know. We know about your daughter. She was kidnapped, wasn't she? And if the execution doesn't take place tonight, you won't see her again. Ah! Yeah! Your medicine! Yeah! Yeah! Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, what am I going to do? The death row prisoner has escaped. If he isn't executed tonight, my daughter, my Emily... But what if that execution isn't the right thing to do? Ah! Come on, Lynn, if you keep pressing him like that, he's gonna die again. What can I do, then? I have to do something about that kidnapping. Until we do that, it'll be impossible to get the minister on our side. That's the way I see it. We'll start by gathering info on the kidnapping in the only way I know how. We meet again, Mr. Minister. What? I've never seen you before. In any case, I'm a very busy man. If you're a dream, please don't bother me when I'm awake. I'm not a dream. Looks like it's just a waste of time trying to talk to this guy. I think you're right, stubborn Justice Minister. Please stop speaking ill of me inside my own head. Oh, right, we're out of the past, so we can go anytime. I really should pay the kidnapper's hideout a visit. After all, if we want the Justice Minister to come around, we have to solve this problem first. I feel like I'm slowly moving away from my own mystery, but I'm not the kind of guy who can abandon little lady in trouble. So I guess I'm in this for a little while longer. Chapter 11, 12:10 a.m. Justice Minister's daughter has been abducted. The kidnappers demand the execution of the death row prisoner Jowd to be carried out tonight. Lynn says the execution is a mistake, and I believe her. So I'm paying the kidnappers' hideout a visit to see what I can find out about the abduction. What took you so long?
Your instinct was right, Beauty, my dear. They had their restaurant surrounded. It took me forever to shake them, and now my poor bike is ready for the scrap heap.
Next time, maybe you should make it a tricycle, so you don't hurt yourself.
Ouch, that hurts, Beauty. But that's okay. That's what I love about you.
Hey, that looks familiar. Be a little more gentle with our valuable hostage, please.
Yes, yes, always keep a smile on a lady's face, right, my dear? There, see that, Beauty? Now there's a smile blooming on your face too, my dear.
Yes, a wry smile. I'm going out for a breath of fresh air. You're on guard duty.
All right. I'll dream of you until you return.
Why don't you open the trunk for our guest? I will, Beauty. I was just taking a little breather. All right, little lady. Let me open that trunk for you.
Beauty.
Looks like the Genesis daughter really has been kidnapped. Something else is bothering me too. I don't think I've ever been to this room before, but something about it is giving a strange sense of deja vu. I've seen something like this before. Taking something precious to manipulate others, so that's what kidnapping is. Dirty tricks those without the powers of the dead come up with. However, if I take that precious thing back, their power vanishes, doesn't it? Now then, time to see how the Justice Minister's little girl is doing, before this guy wakes up from his dream of beauty. Oh, nice. Darn. I can't reach my destination from here. It's one of those things you light with fire, isn't it? As long as there's light in this room, is something like this really necessary? If something can be lit, it kind of makes me want to light it. I need another core to reach the trunk and open it. I wonder if I can create a new core. Just my imagination. Thanks for swinging by for this. Oh, you're welcome. Just my imagination. Just my imagination? That's all he has to say? If he was any more laid back, he'd fall right off that crate. Look at that streamer to go spinning around and around. How can I make use of that? I think I know how. Shoot, missed it. All I have to do... Boom! Just my imagination. What in the... What's going on here? This little lady is... Is this little lady really a daughter of the Justice Minister? Just my imagination. What's with the fun book and juice? Like I said, always keep a smile on a lady's face. I wanted to treat our guest well. How about treating me well? I'd like some bread and milk, please. At your service, my dear. Be back in a flash. Hey, mister? Yes, cute little lady. More juice, perhaps? All you have to do is ask. Have I been kidnapped? Don't cry, little dear. There's nothing to be afraid of. The surroundings are miserable and filthy, I know, but we just ask for a little patience. Don't say those awful things about this house! This house is where I used to live. What? I apologize, little lady. I'm the one who's miserable and filthy. Forgive me. What's the meaning of this, beauty? Why here at this girl's old house? Don't ask me. It was the other party in our deal who chose this location. Oh, I see. It's been empty for 5 years. Apparently nobody ever comes here. But never mind about that. What about my bread and milk? Oh, of course. Now you be a good girl when I'm gone. You just read your book and drink your juice. I want to go home. Not quite yet. This dilapidated place was Camilla's old house? What's going on here? What in the world? Why does the little lady have a core of the dead? When I helped her out at Lynn's apartment, she didn't have one. So that must mean she must have died sometime after that. It also means somebody else must have saved her. Better ask her what happened. Book. I wonder what the little lady is reading tonight. Exciting adventure story, maybe? Oh, she's already getting a bit of excitement. Quite a bit of excitement all day. Who's there? Oh, wait a minute. Is that you, Missile? Missile! I'm sorry, I'm not Missile. My name is Sissel. Sissel? My name is Camilla. Camilla. So it is her. I knew it. What happened to me? What is this place? I can hardly tell the poor little thing that this is the land of the dead. The land of the dead? Does that mean I'm dead? Darn, I forgot there are no secrets in the ghost world. You can relax. You're not dead. But this isn't the first time you've been here, apparently. Really? I don't remember. Wait a minute. Maybe I do remember. Sort of. You do? Looks like she doesn't remember being saved very well. So there's some other dead person out there with special powers, eh? Anyway, I don't want to press her if she doesn't remember dying. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about something else? Sure, go ahead, Sissy. Sissy, Lynn asked me to do something for her tonight. I know about that part. She asked you to go to the chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? Yeah, but I never got there. I wish I could say I'm sorry to her. I never should have gone through that park. What park? Temsic Park. It's a shortcut to Dead End Drive. Is that where the kidnappers grabbed you? Yeah, Lynn always said I don't like that park. Scary things happen there. Temsic Park, eh? Didn't the bad guys say something about Temsic? What am I going to do? Lynn's going to be mad. She is? How come? Because I left it there. The music box in the park. That's right, the music box. The music box was hidden in the apartment. I finally found it with a little bit of luck and courage. Guess where it was? I don't know. Where? You know. You don't have to humor me. Oops. So what happened to the music box? I hid it in the bushes at the park just before it happened. Just before you were kidnapped, huh? I didn't want the bad man to take it, so I hid it. I bet it's still there in the park. You did well. The music box is in the park. Better let Lynn know. This is your old house? Yep, this is where we lived until 5 years ago. But now I live with Lynn and Missile. Lynn is like a big sister to you, isn't she? Yep, she's a detective, you know. She's a hero. She is, huh? By the way, about your father. Is he the Justice Minister? My father is gone. Gone? Maybe he passed away? No, that's not it. My dad... He's going to die, and it's all because of me! What? What do you mean, because of me? Why would you say that? It's called an execution. My dad is... a detective. No, wait, don't tell me your father is Detective Jowd. That's right. 5 years ago, something really bad happened. Like a scary dream, but it wasn't a dream. 5 years ago, that murder case. It was Mom's birthday that day. My mom and Dad were working and I was home by myself. And then I had an idea. I was going to surprise my mom. I set up that contraption. I'm home, Camilla. Why is it dark? Wait, what? Mom! What was that noise? Camilla accidentally killed her own mom? I still can't believe it happened. It wasn't supposed to work like that. I know that contraption. I know how it was supposed to work. Party poppers and a cake. A birthday message. My dad told me not to tell anybody. Just leave it to me, he said. My dad wanted to be executed. He asked them for it. But I wanted to tell everybody it was my fault. My dad said what I saw was a bad dream. He told me to forget it. It's all so unbelievably tragic. I can't believe it. This little lady is Detective Jowd's daughter. I just can't tell her. I can't tell her why she was kidnapped. Why was I kidnapped? I want to know. Oops. There are no secrets in the ghost world. Maybe we better stop talking, it's too dangerous. Sissy, you're not gonna talk to me anymore? I think we better get you out of here first. We can talk more after that. Okay, but I'm going to rescue you now. You just hold on a little longer, alright? Okay, but we'll talk later, right? Don't forget, you promised, Sissy. What took you so long? I traveled the entire town in search of the finest bread and milk for you, my dear. But it's late and all the shops are closed. We're leaving this place right now. What? But he's not here yet. If we couldn't meet at the restaurant, weren't we supposed to meet here? Yes, and he's the one who chose this location. I don't like this one bit. We have to run around doing all this extra work all for the sake of his deal. Be quiet. It can't be helped. This place is too dangerous. I told you my sixth sense is very strong. Alright, as you wish, Beauty. I feel it. I sense something here in this room. Is somebody there? Can you hear me? Is she talking to me? I can sense your presence, you know. The next time I sense you, this child will die. Remember that.
Well, that's not good. At all.
Alright, we're leaving. Pardon me, little lady.
Oh, this isn't good at all. Oh, this is very, 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 very bad. All of a sudden, I'm left behind alone. Alone in the room that stole that little lady's smile away 5 years ago. The little lady is gone now, leaving me with only a few facts. With only a few new facts. A few very heavy, very sad facts. Does Lynn know about all this? One other thing that stands out in my mind. I can sense your presence. Some of that kidnapper's final words. Do those two know? Do the kidnappers know about the powers of the dead? Chapter 12, 12:45 a.m. Looks like the kidnappers made a big mistake. The girl in the trunk was Detective Jowd's daughter, Camilla, not the minister's daughter. When I got back to the Justice Minister's office, things were getting even more out of hand. The devastated man was being grilled by the fiery detective lady. I told Lynn what I had found out about the kidnapping, that it wasn't the Justice Minister's daughter who had been abducted. That the kidnappers had been holed up in Camilla's old house, and that they sensed my presence and were already gone.
But Camilla, why did they have Camilla? Her father isn't the stupid old Justice Minister.
I think the stupid old part is a little uncalled for. Looks like the kidnappers made a mistake somehow.
The poor girl, kidnapped for the ransom of her own father's execution. It's just too much.
It's a cruel twist of fate, I agree. And then there are those other twists too, like the kidnappers winding up in and using Camilla's old house as their hideout.
There's no way it could just be a coincidence.
And then them sensing my presence. They seem to know about the powers of the dead.
I just don't understand any of it.
I told you before, Detective. I want you to stand back.
Who cares about distance at a time like this? Look, Mr. Minister, it wasn't your daughter that was kidnapped.
Don't try to pretend you didn't hear what we were saying.
Ah! How can I believe in you? I'm a realist. Please. If you don't believe what we say, see for yourself. Just call home. I tried calling 100 times. My wife won't answer. She won't? It's complicated. Oh, why does life have to be such a complicated thing? Oof.
Very, very relatable statement.
If she doesn't answer, doesn't that mean everything's normal?
It doesn't prove it. I'm being watched. I can't have the police go check for me. Besides, if the execution isn't carried out tonight, the hostage will be killed. What difference does it make it's not my daughter?
Ooh, it's quite a pickle, Mr. Minister. Quite a pickle. Miss me, baby? Inspector Cabanela! I have a little report for you, Mr. Minister. Escaped prisoner has been apprehended. Like you might like to see him, so here he is. Detective Jowd! Detective Jowd, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried. I know that you're innocent. I just can't prove it. I'm so sorry.
Lynn, please don't apologize to me.
Oh, a beautiful love between teacher and student. It brings a tear to my eye. You knew, didn't you, Inspector Cabanela, that the execution was tonight? I don't believe I had any obligation to tell you. And you're fine with this? I mean, you know as well as I do. Detective Jowd could never have done such a thing. Ha ha ha! Oh, come on now, baby. I know no such thing. Huh? Huh? I know two things to be true and two things only. One, he was given the death penalty. And two, he tried to escape. What else could I do but haul him in, baby? If that's the case, why did you bring him here? Whatever do you mean, young lady? He escaped from prison, right? He escaped from prison, right? So why didn't you just take him back to the prison? I think you only brought him here to brag about your accomplishment. Isn't that right, Inspector? For your own selfish reasons? So were all those rumors about you true? That the only thing you care about is a spotless record? Is that more important to you than saving a friend? Everybody has certain principles they can't go back on, including me. You'll understand that someday, baby. That's enough, Lynn. But Detective Jowd! I'm a death row inmate who escaped from prison. This is how it should be. But... So, Mr. Ghost, we meet again. I hear something happened, something about a kidnapping. Some kidnappers are saying they abducted the Justice Minister's daughter. That's terrible. What's their demand? The carrying out of your execution. Tonight. I had no idea I was so hated. But the minister doesn't have to worry. I die and it's all over. Very simple. It's not that simple. Why not? Because it isn't really the minister's daughter who got kidnapped. It's Camilla. What? Camilla? I checked it out for myself. I'm positive. No, it can't be! And by the way, Camilla told me something interesting. She said the one who killed her mother 5 years ago was Camilla herself. What are you talking about? Don't listen to him! I'm the one who shot her. I'm the one who shot Alma. And when I'm executed tonight, that will be the end of it. Camilla won't have to suffer any more after tonight. For a capable detective, you say some incredibly misguided things. You dying isn't going to end that girl's suffering. It'll just bring her new suffering. The only person's pain this execution is going to ease is yours. Is it true what Camilla said? Why don't you tell us what you know? To be honest, I still don't understand what happened that day. It was my wife's, Alma's birthday. We came home from work and she went in first.
What was that noise? I looked for the shooter, but there was nobody to be found. There was nobody there besides Alma and Camilla. Just the two of them. So the lady's mother died right in front of her.
My, that's so horrible.
Camilla told me about it. She was crying. She said the contraption she made did something it wasn't supposed to do. Made an impossible move. Impossible move? Camilla was a quiet little girl, but she was good with her hands. She was a little genius at making elaborate toys and contraptions. There were two very strange points about that contraption.
The first was, of course, the firing of that gun.
Right. That was an antique gun I'd had on display for years.
So it wasn't part of the little lady's original design. Of course it wasn't. It was supposed to be a surprise for her mother's birthday.
And the other strange point was the movement of that Cupid.
Cupid?
It was supposed to shoot its arrow without turning around. Somebody made a change to the contraption's design and then manipulated it.
I don't know what to say.
I didn't have time to think things through then. All I knew was I had to protect Camilla. I made a small adjustment to the scene and turned myself in.
What kind of adjustment?
The gun, of course. Gun, come to think of it. There was no gun there, just a picture hanging on the wall. Of course not, because I secretly switched the gun out of that frame with the picture. I didn't believe what she told me about her contraption, but one thing was for certain. That gun was still smoking.
So that gun really did shoot Alma.
I hid the gun before I went to the police.
You hid it?
I put it in a wooden box and gave it to a certain detective.
What, you mean?
And that detective still thinks it's a music box.
So that's what's in the box, huh?
I got a different murder weapon ready to give to the police. My own pistol. And I did a few other things to make it look good. I don't want to get into the details. When I was all done, I turned myself in. It's been 5 years since then. I stopped thinking about it. I shot Alma. There's no other explanation. That's what I convinced everyone of. Even me. Tonight you showed up and gave me an explanation I never would have thought of before. The powers of the dead, right? That day in that room, powers that I didn't understand were at work. And if that's the case, it clears up all the mysteries. And maybe not all. There are a couple of other people who know about those powers.
Somebody there. Can you hear me? I can sense your presence, you know.
Kidnappers who abducted Camilla knew about those powers. This is no ordinary kidnapping. Looks like my wife's case isn't coming to an end after all. I'm the only one who thought it was.
Detective Jowd.
There's still time before dawn. A little, anyway. How about you see this case through to the end before you die?
Detective Jowd, is what you told us just now true?
Yes, of course.
In that case, there's still time.
Still time?
Time to solve the case that started 5 years ago. You didn't do it, Detective Jowd, and of course little Camilla didn't do it either. So the true perpetrator is still out there, and I'm going to prove it. For Camilla's sake.
That sounds wonderful.
Thank you, Detective Jowd.
Lynn, where is that music box now?
In Temsek Park. Camilla left it there.
That gun is important evidence. You'd better go pick it up.
Yes, sir. I'll go right now. Sis, I'll take care of Detective Jowd. And do something about the kidnapping so we can get the minister on our side.
And yet again, I say, easy enough for you to say.
What's going on? Give me the deal, Mr. Death Row, isn't it? A little change in plans. My daughter has been kidnapped. I can't just go off to die without doing something. But you're in our Culver City, don't forget. Back at the prison where everyone's waiting for you with a special seat just for you, baby.
Then I guess we better prove my innocence on the double.
On the double, is it? You sound so determined, my old friend.
I want to save Camilla, in more ways than one. And that's all there is to it.
I see, my old friend. In more ways than one. What say you, Mr. Minister? May we have your decision? Should the execution be carried out tonight as planned? Or should we hold off and wait for this important evidence to come in?
The order still stands. Bring the prisoner back immediately and resume its enforcement.
Shoot. As you wish, Your Excellency.
Please don't bow down to me, especially not that low.
In that case, I'm gonna have one of your boys arrange a prison band to pick him up. Would you be so kind?
Yes, sir!
Then it should take about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. Escape tonight was brilliant. You showed me another miracle in these last few minutes of yours, Mr. Death Rally and Knight. Glad to see Detective Jowd all fired up now, but I feel like I'm under the gun here. Even if Lynn does come through with the proof of Jowd's innocence, it will be meaningless if Jowd or Camilla dies. Gotta do something about that kidnapping somehow. Maybe I should ask for some advice from the capable detective here.
Most likely, the minister won't stop the execution. Not as long as there's any small chance his daughter is the one who was kidnapped.
But she isn't the one, I'm sure of it.
Well, it would be great if we could prove that to the minister.
Prove it? How? I doubt his wife is ever going to answer that phone if we call from here. If we call from here, right. But a telephone works in both directions. What are you saying?
What I'm saying is only family members can solve a family problem.
Hey, Mr. Ghost, yes?
I have to admit I don't like depending on others. But you're the only one who could change this situation.
Chief Detective.
For these past 5 years, Camilla is the only thing that kept me going. I can't go meekly to the chair now. I hate to ask this, but would you mind saving me?
I'll try. The key to getting the justice minister to stop the execution is his wife and daughter, but is there a way? Excuse me, Mr.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm sure you've heard everything we've been saying. Are you telling me you don't believe any of it?
Let me speak plainly. I don't trust you. But there's somebody else whom I trust even less.
Oh yeah? Who's that?
Me! I can't explain your existence, it's not normal, but I'm pretty abnormal myself. So maybe you're a figment of my imagination, a delusion. Would you listen to a delusion?
To be honest, I have no idea what you're talking about. I got the bit about you not trusting me though.
Good.
Well, hanging around here won't change anything. I've got 10 minutes before the prison van shows up. I could just do something about the kidnapping in those 10 minutes. I guess the telephone lines are my only hope. Ray, I don't know who he really is. I'm dead. Nearsighted Jigo, he's gone now, you know, accident. But he's fine. He's totally fine. He's probably the culprit behind my death and Lynn's death too, but his motives are unknown. Apparently he's planning to carry out a deal with me tonight, but I don't know the details. He appears to be the old man's servant. He operates the machines in the strange room expertly. He's a hitman who, on the old man's orders, is targeting Lynn. His name is One Step Ahead Tango. He's nearsighted Jigo's rival. He followed Lynn to the junkyard, but met with an unfortunate accident. Again, he's fine. This remains a non-violent game. She's Detective Jowd's daughter. Her name is Camilla. Apparently, she believes her mother's death was caused by the contraption she created. She was kidnapped because she was mistaken for the Justice Minister's daughter.
friendly little Pomeranian. His name is Missile. His mission is to protect the little girl who is his mistress. He's doing his best right now to create a path to do just that. Lynn's neighbor. She lives in an apartment decorated in red with her daughter. Apparently, she's a novelist who moved here due to a disagreement with her husband. She refuses to answer the phone anymore tonight. Oh. Okay. That must be her then. That must be who the she's the Justice Minister's daughter. This is the Justice Minister's daughter, right? Rather, that was Justice Minister's wife. Yeah, Emily. Yep. The daughter of the woman in purple. Her name is Emily. Because of her fever of 102, she's crying out in her sleep. She's worried about her father's birthday. In a case of mistaken identity, yeah, Camilla was Captain Emily's place. There we go. The Justice Minister who sits agonizing in his stately office. He calls himself a realist. Because his wife won't answer the phone, he can't be sure of his daughter's safety, and is left only to frantically pull out his hair. A member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner is a blue detective. He works under Inspector Cavanella. Apparently, his name is Detective McGaw. A member of the police who's investigating my murder. His partner is the green detective. He works under Inspector Cavanella. He's apparently a colleague of the detectives. He's examining my corpse. There's something a little off about him. The head of the special investigation, and his name is Cavanella. Heading ahead is the only thing he thinks about. He's investigating a big deal tonight. On discovering Jad's escape, he decided to harm him. Anyways, all I was looking for was the... It might be worth going through the rest of that whole thing. But currently, I just wanted to figure out who the Justice Minister's wife was. And that we did. Just as I thought. This little girl is safe in her bed. Murder, execution, jailbreak, betrayal, and now kidnapping. This last link in the long chain of a sad fate lit a fire in Jad's heart, and the chance to turn it all around is right here in this room. I'm getting a strange premonition. Everything that happened so far is related back to me in some way, and I bet this mistaken rate of abduction does too. Chapter 13, 12:51 a.m. I visited the novelist's apartment again. I'm hoping to be able to do something about this mistaken identity kidnapping. As long as there's any possibility that it could be his own daughter who was kidnapped, I doubt the Justice Minister will call off the execution tonight. We'll call off the execution tonight. Yeah, anyways, it was just, I should have said it that way, the key to dispelling the minister's doubts is now in bed coughing. I need to use this key before the prison van arrives to pick up our death row inmate.
My darling angel, oh, just listen to that cough. You naughty thing, did you leave your nice warm bed to go out into the night to play? A daughter after my own heart, but I must confess I didn't even notice you were gone. I didn't go out to play. I went to buy Papa a birthday present. He said he wanted a new lighter. That's no reason to go out this late at night. But my fever finally went down. I could barely move before that. But look what it brought you. Your fever is worse now than ever. Here's to the fever's passion of my darling angel. Mama? Yes, darling. Let's call Papa and wish him a happy birthday, even though it's already past midnight. Not tonight, Emily. I hate you! Looks like this little girl was safe all along. I already knew that, but I'm still relieved all the same. There's another lucky development, too. Emily wants to call her father. Now, if I can just make use of that feeling somehow, that would surely bring the Justice Minister around. Phone! Emily! I told you you couldn't call him tonight. Why not? Listen to me, Emily. Your father is about to make a big mistake. I want him to reconsider. What do you know about it, Mama? He's the one who's the Justice Minister, you know. All you do is write weird novels. What do you mean, weird? How dare you disparage my romantic expressions? Now you really made me angry, you really have. How do you expect me to forgive such an insult? Damn. I hate you! There. Now I'll be keeping my eye on you now, so you won't do anything else mischievous. Like calling your father. I hate you! I can hear you, you know. Oh, what a pair. I don't know what this family's issues are, but I do know that I have to do something about this. About this lady, so Emily can call. Not put out this lamp right now. Will only pour oil on the flames of anger in this lady's heart. If I want to give Emily a chance to use the telephone, I have to think of a way to keep her mother out of the way. I didn't do anything. Oh goodness, look at the time. As I bask in my tale of love, time has been moving on at the speed of light. So even though she's immersed in love, she can still hear this. This won't buy enough time for Doug to make a phone call. I'll see something else I gotta distract her with. Okay. Well, well. Having a good time, aren't we, little rodent? Sweet dreams. Wow. Did you fancy the vintage of my whiskered friend? powerful than I thought. Looks like she tipped a wall candelabra to one side, too. The angle of those candles. I have the feeling I've seen something very similar to that quite recently. Oops. Oh heavens! A blackout at a critical time like this! Of course, dim lights suit my loved story of love very well, but I myself am not very fond of the dark. The chandelier just narrowly missed the back of my head. I love the thrill of romance, but I don't need these kinds of thrills, thank you. What a wonderful atmosphere, perfect for clandestine meeting in the dusky quiet twilight. I don't exactly know how this situation came about, but I think I owe the rat an apology. The rat seems to be unconscious. Now if the room is changed into this, maybe I can use it somehow. Oh, at least he's not dead. What a naughty chandelier! That was close. The problem is I can't do anything until she puts the chandelier up. So... Lee's dictionary. Well, it's on my desk before. Poor thing, destined to never be returned to the bookshelves.
Again, nothing I can do until she's got it back up, so... It doesn't allow me to move or anything like that, so... Oops, that's... Wrong button. Do any of that. Pendulum can't swing hard enough to hit the lights over there. So, what other options do I have? Again, once I turn the crank, I can't do anything, so... She doesn't throw any paper away. I can't do anything there. That doesn't change anything if I do the Burn Brighter first, right? Yeah, doesn't seem to. Okay, I have a thought. If I can get it at the right time, I could trap her. Yes! Eek! Eek! Emily, Emily, help me! Mama! Sorry, Mama, I'm too dizzy. I can't get up. I'm afraid I can't help you right now.
There's the weakness of my darling angel.
Chandeliers on there are tighter than a wedding band. She won't be able to escape on her own. Okay. There we go. If I recall, Noah said she didn't like the dark. I don't want her thrashing around any more than she is already. Better not put out this lamp right now.
Help, help, help! What is going on here? Emily, look, do you see this? Help me, please! Oh, I'm sorry, I'm too sick. I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, so I guess I'll just have to stay up there spinning too.
Oh my god, I feel awful, but also I'm kind of... Looks like this lady won't be going anywhere for a while. Now the little girl can call her father. The only trouble is she can't reach it. I guess I'll just have to deliver it to her. Oh, that's right, the angle of those candles. I saw something very similar just recently, didn't I? Oh dear. Okay. Well, I'm really very sorry, Rat, but thank you for being useful. Now, I really owe that poor rat an apology, but this might be a really good chance for me, too. I have to get that phone to Emily. Nice!
Mama! What in the world is going on here?
I should not be laughing, but I find this very funny. I should not be laughing.
Oh, goody. Excuse me a minute while I call Papa, okay, Mama? I'll only be a minute. Ah! Don't you dare, Emily! I won't have it! Hello, Papa?
Emily! Is that you?
Of course it is, silly. What did you think?
I heard they said you were...
No, never mind. It's nothing.
Silly old Papa. Happy birthday, Papa.
Birthday? Oh, right. It was my birthday today, wasn't it?
Sorry we couldn't celebrate tonight. Thanks to mean old Mama.
You mean your mom, your mother. What is she up to right now?
Well, she's certainly up all right. My stubborn mother is kind of tied up at the moment.
Get me down!
She needs to be taught a lesson for causing us so much trouble.
No, Emily. Emily. I'm the one who was wrong.
Huh?
Could you tell your mother I'm sorry?
What do you have to be sorry about?
I was just about to make a terrible mistake. But it's alright now.
Okay.
You're still young, there's a lot I can't tell you right now. The job of Justice Minister is very complicated, you see.
Okay.
But just remember, you're always the most important thing to your mother and me. Did you do something naughty to your mother? If you did, I want you to apologize.
I don't think I did anything, but okay, I'll apologize.
That's a good girl.
Okay, Papa. Have a good night. I love you.
I love you too, Emily. Good night, sweetheart.
Mama? I'm sorry.
My goodness, why the sudden change?
I guess I was wrong about you. I didn't understand.
Oh, Emily.
I thought all you ever did was write these weird novels. That makes me a little sad. Papa said the job of Justice Minister was complicated. Yes, your father's job is very, very complicated and difficult. That's why I couldn't talk to you about most of it. But you're right, I shouldn't treat you like such a little girl anymore. You're growing up after all. And I promise to stop calling your novels weird and try actually reading them. What? Oh, maybe you'd better wait until you're a little older for that. Okay. So, Emily, if you're feeling a little more charitable toward your old mama, do you think you could let me down now? You know, I would love to do that, but I'm just feeling too dizzy and sick right now. Tonight, on this holiest of nights, my deadline. Looks like the only thing pressing on me will be this chandelier. Here is to Papa and Mama's darling angel. All of a sudden, everyone is getting along again. Such an abrupt change, I can't understand it. Is this what family is all about? I just hope the mysteries of me can be cleared up as quickly as the furrows on the minister's brow. I don't know where Camilla is, but at least now the Justice Minister's doubts are dispelled. I think he'll go back to his office where everyone is waiting for the prison van. Minister's family now has their smiles and harmony back, but Camilla is still in the hands of the kidnappers. I decided to go back to the Justice Minister's office. Surprisingly, the minister's brow is still just as furrowed as ever. Quite unlike a father who has just learned his daughter is safe, he seems to still be in the depths of despair. The atmosphere in this room is very different now. It seems to have an air of unfocused anxiety. I get the feeling something big is going to happen. I just found out that my daughter is safe. I'd like to express my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you for my daughter's sake and for mine. No need to thank us, Mr. Minister. It was nothing. What did he do? But one question. Can't help but notice. Your daughter's safe. And you still look unhappy. I want a little smile for us. Of course, there's still the matter of the other kidnapping victim. Is that really the only thing that troubles you, Mr. Minister? Please, let me think in peace, at least until the prison van arrives. I wonder if Lynn is at the park yet? Until we get a report, I guess I'll just have to wait here. Let's continue to stress with the ministers. Is there really something more to it, like the inspector in White said? Hello, Justice Minister. How about you finally admit I do exist? That thank you I expressed. That was meant for you. You're a ghost, aren't you? And you have the power to control and manipulate people, don't you? No, I don't have that kind of power. I can't control you. We've actually known, you know, for quite a while now. But I had no idea they were the powers of the dead, of ghosts. No, none about what? We knew about the existence of somebody who could control others. A manipulator. What's this? That's why your execution order caused me so much anguish, Detective Jowd. Mr. Minister, why don't you just tell us everything you know? Yes, I suppose I should. You need to hear it all. You need to hear it all about the huge mistake this foolish man made. There's some cases in this country right now that are under a top-secret investigation. Of course, you wouldn't have known about them, Detective Jowd. Right. They don't share too much top-secret information with the inmates in prison. There are 3 prisoners, including you, in the special prison you just escaped from. All 3 cases have certain points in common. They do they? Tell us more. The rock singer who leaked national secrets in his lyrics during a TV broadcast. The curry-loving fellow who took the chief commissioner hostage at the Metro Police Department. Neither of these men had a motive for their crime, and both of their crimes were impossible. Impossible. The curry lover had no way of knowing how to infiltrate the commissioner's office, and the rock singer had no way of knowing the national secrets he leaked.
The Special Investigation Unit submitted an investigative report to me on them. They concluded these men's criminal acts were not of their own volition. But how could that be? The theory the unit came up with was the existence of a manipulator. A manipulator, huh? That's when the special prison was established as a facility to research that theory. Some unknown power has been at work. These past several years, Inspector Cabanela has been studying those cases. He has he? Manipulating somebody into committing a criminal act, according to the inspector. The first case of its kind was a locked room murder involving our nation's best detective. Are you trying to say I was manipulated into somehow shooting Alma? I appreciate the theory, but unfortunately I don't recall being controlled by anybody. It's just not possible to manipulate another's behavior like that. My powers certainly don't work on living creatures. That's what I thought when I first heard the theory too. However, I was seriously mistaken and it proved to be a big mistake. What? You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanela can hear this too. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanela, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist, and I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Jowd's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister. What's going on? What am I doing? No, I mustn't sign it. Wait, don't deliver that document. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated, and my memory of the event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't really remain. Signing execution orders is part of a Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanela's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, this nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I'd actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose, but it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know, I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out, and I was worried about something. If you go around with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I know that I was worried of her. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everybody the truth immediately, I'm moving out. And then with the kidnapping tonight, to thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes from us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. That's why I've been telling people to stay back. So there's somebody else besides me with the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain desk man. What I'm not fine with is the fact that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly something I can... That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out where this kind of power comes from. Where it comes from. Inspector Cabanilla, this manipulator is a ghost. A departed spirit. A spirit! As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. What? What did you say? Chow, don't tell me you could hear this ghost too. I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Spirit, ghost, gods in heaven. Excuse me, Mr. Minister. I certainly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making a final decision, sir. Spectre.
This is Lynn. I'm at the park.
We've been waiting to hear from you. Have you found the evidence?
Well, the situation here is... It's kind of difficult to explain. Cecil, if you're there, come to the park immediately.
Looks like your help is needed, Cecil. Yeah, I guess so, huh? To the park! Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off toward Temsic Park, a place where clearly something big is taking place. The manipulator, the person whose very existence sheds a new light on everything. Detective Jout's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could it be... Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me?
Alright, that's where we're going to end for tonight. Thank you so much to everyone who was and wasn't here. Extra special thank you to Jerry and Len for hanging out with me a bit. Let's raid someone. If anyone is available, of course. Which they may not be, but let's give it a shot. Let's see. Raid channel. Nope. No raidable channels. Alright then. We'll just wrap up then. Have an amazing night, everyone, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye-bye.